Manchester United are hoping to send Toby Collyer back out on loan in January, despite the club's barren squad. United cancelled Collyer's season-long West Brom loan after the midfielder picked up a calf injury in November. Sign up for the Man United newsletter. Thank you. Manchester United are hoping to send Toby Collyer back out on loan in JanuaryCredit, PA. The 21-year-old, who struggled for game time at the Hawthorns, returned to Carrington to begin his recovery. However, despite Ruben Amorim's lack of squad depth, with 8 players unavailable, United are still planning to secure a loan move for Collyer if he returns to fitness this month. Midfielders Kobbie, Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes are both currently sidelined through injury, while Manuel Ugarte and Casemiro's partnership was a disaster against Wolves on Tuesday. Amorim has been forced to call upon 18-year-old Jack Fletcher to support the centre of the park in recent games. Read more. Man Utd. Collyer, who was handed his Premier League debut by Erik ten Hag, joined the Baggies in August in order to gain regular first-team experience. He made 12 appearances for Ryan Mason's side, starting 3 matches, and registered 1 assist. His contract runs until 2027 with the option to extend to 2028. Familiar face. United are head-to-head with former summer target Dominic Calvert-Lewin at Elland Road on Sunday. Most read in football. Calvert-Lewin is in a great run of form with 7 goals in 7 games and has outscored United's season chart topper Bryan Mbeumo. The 28-year-old striker was rested for Daniel Farke's side's goalless draw at Anfield, going closest with a narrowly disallowed offside goal after coming on in the 70th minute. Calvert-Lewin has scored twice in his 16 games against United, both during his time at Everton. Leeds striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin is in the form of his life. Credit. Getty. Before Liverpool on New Year's Day, Calvert-Lewin scored in 4 consecutive Prem appearances for the second time in his career. His current rate of 0.53 goals per 90 is the best in any season of his career. United could have signed him as a free agent last summer, but understandably withdrew interest as a result of his injury record. Red flag. His Prem-proven quality would have bolstered United's largely developing strike force, including £74 million summer signing Benjamin Sesko. End of the road. Not long ago, Joshua Zirk was happy to see out the season at United. Much has changed since then. Jack Fletcher coming on ahead of Zirkzee against Newcastle and then Zirkzee's removal for Fletcher at half-time against Wolves are the beginning of the end for the Dutchman at United. Amorim has form for managing players out of the club. Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund were removed from matchday squads before their departures, and it would not be a surprise if something similar occurs with Zirkzee. If he goes, United will look to bring in a replacement. Their fleeting interest in Antoine Semenyo was contingent on offloading a forward. Zirkzee's removal for Jack Fletcher at halftime against Wolves are the beginning of the end for the Dutchman. Credit. Getty. Account deactivated. The surfeit of academy players on the United bench in recent weeks has intensified competition for a matchday squad place. A parent of one United youth teamer was campaigning for their inclusion against Wolves only for their son to get predictably nowhere near the squad. There was no sign of him in training imagery, either. Elsewhere, an ex-account that claimed Shea Lacey would start against Wolves and Sekou Kone would be on the bench, and was gullibly cited by aggregator sites, soon deactivated. Kone is not technically an academy graduate, though, as he has not appeared for United's youth team. Even Spurs say, Tottenham, in 12th place, have had a worse time of it than United, but they had a dim view of Amorim's side after the 2-2 draw in November. Some longtime staff members at Spurs thought it was the worst United performance against them in years. They can't have long memories. United were worse in the 3-0 reverse at Old Trafford last season that ensured it would be a matter of time until Erik ten Hag was sacked. And then there was the limp Europa League final performance in May. In the 2-2 draw nearly 2 months ago, United had only 2 attempts on target but led for 52 minutes until 2 late Tottenham goals. Matthijs de Ligt nodded in a 96th-minute equaliser. United's link to Maresca. Chelsea are United's main competitors for 5th place, probably a Champions League qualifying spot. And it seems United had a small role in the latest Stamford Bridge soap opera that ended in Enzo Maresca's New Year's Day departure. The word is that the damaging reports detailing Manchester City's interest in Maresca to potentially succeed Pep Guardiola were partially informed by some Old Trafford chatter. Recommended stories. Whether United intended to destabilize Chelsea is unclear. Maresca did plenty of that himself with his post-match press conference no-show and the infamous, worst 48 hours, quote. Ticket plus hotel room for Man UTD games from £155. Get tickets to see Man UTD at Old Trafford with our hand-picked deals. The packages, offered by Sports Breaks, include an official match ticket and an overnight stay in a hand-picked hotel. If you click on a link in this article, we will earn affiliate revenue. Man United home games. The 30th of December. V Wolves, from £155 and 17 pence Jan. V Manchester City, from £225 and 31 pence Jan. V Fulham, from £199. The 7th of February. V Tottenham, from £229 and 28 pence February. V Crystal Palace, from £189 and 14 pence Mar. V Aston Villa, from £199. The 11th of April. V Leeds United, from £204 and 25 pence April. V Brentford, from £179 and 20 pence May. V Liverpool, from £279. The 17th of May. V Nottingham Forest, from £199.